Good morning, guys. Welcome to the reading vlog. In this reading vlog, we will be reading Beneath by Ariel Sullivan, The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. I'm so excited to start this. Everyone has been saying that they devoured it, loved it. It's amazing. Right now, it's like almost about to hit 8:30, and I wanted to give you a reading update. I wasn't sure if I was going to make this a reading vlog because, I don't know, just, life, busyness. But I think I am because I'm 90 pages. Yeah, baby, fire truck, you have it. Woohoo! I'm 90 pages into this book, and this is way heavier and darker and just like really just deep and dark than I thought it was gonna be. So I think this will be a good palate cleanser in between when the darkness gets a little too much for me. Because literally, like, I read like what 20-30 pages yesterday and I had a nightmare. And then I read up to page 90 yesterday. No nightmares last night, but it's a little much for me. I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna start this today. I'm literally so excited. I love Abby Jimenez's romances. I really think that they're incredible. Oh my god. It's so cute. My favorite book by her has to be either Part of Your World or Just for the Summer. You know what? No, I think it's Just for the Summer. Content warnings. Wow, this is goodness gracious. Whoa! I've never seen that in a book before. That's so cool. That was a lot of content warnings. Yeah, it was a lot of content warnings. I'm a little shocked. Abby Jimenez usually writes about, real serious topics, but dang, man. Shoot. I came here for a good time, not a serious time. Anyways, cue the reading vlog. Alright, so initial thoughts on The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. I'm currently on page 64, and that happened very quickly. It took me like 3 days to get to page 90 of Beneath, and it took me like an hour or two to get to page 64 in this book. I am really enjoying it. As per usual, I always initially enjoy Abby Jimenez's books. I think that she writes the juxtaposition of personalities between her male love interest and female love interest perfectly. They fit. They just fit each other so good, and their personalities are always different, which I really appreciate. They go through different conflicts, they have different interests, and I like that. That being said, we have a little screw in the plans. And if you read this book, you understand, big screw in the plans. Pretty sure we've met female and male love interests, but there's a wrench. There's a massive wrench. So I'm kind of just sitting here wondering, it's been 64 pages, how is this gonna wrap up so that we get to the end goal, which is boy and girl getting together at the end. I don't know how it's gonna work. I think that Abby Jimenez has to do this really expertly in order for me not to not like it and not to be annoyed. But so far, I'm enjoying it. So far, I mean, it's Abby Jimenez. She does not write bad books. So I like it, and I am indeed tabbing it. Love it. I finished. It was a little bit like sad and painful and like mournful, but it was finished. I finished it. And it's a really good book, and I really enjoyed it. It's 4 stars. This is a 4-star book. It's very good. I would recommend. It is closed door. There's, I think, one or two fade to black moments. It doesn't mention anything explicit. There is a couple moments of cussing, which I don't know. I didn't really like. It kind of jarred me out of the story. I don't know. I didn't like it, but the cussing died down towards the 75% mark to the ending, but it was a beautiful story. That's what I'll say. It was a beautiful, raw, and real story about life, about pain, about overcoming, about trauma, about getting well and getting healthy. So I really enjoyed it, and I would recommend. And I truly, truly, truly love and appreciate Abby Jimenez's stories and her writing and how three-dimensional she writes her characters, because they are unbelievably relatable. So I love this book. It was so good. Alright guys, so it has been some time. I have officially posted my The Night We Met review on TikTok, so I'm gonna pack this book away, and I have reached the 100-page mark of Beneath. So yesterday I started reading it again, and now I'm on page 122. It's getting better. I think I'm more interested. I think I wasn't in the mood when I started this book, so it was taking me a little bit longer to get through the pages, but now I'm interested, and I really am just excited to see there's like certain details that the author is alluding to that are important. So we just learned about all the units that are beneath. There's military units that are beneath, similar to the US military, just like a very simplified version, a dystopian version, if you might say. So I'm really interested. There's no Unit 13, and she was like, why? Like, are you guys superstitious? Is that why there's no Unit 13? And they're like, something like that. Also, there's a mission that she doesn't know about yet, so I'm really excited. I have about 300 something pages left of this book, so I want to try to finish it this week, because today I'm actually getting all the books that I bought for the buy two get one free Amazon sale. I have quite a few books coming for Easter. I'm also gonna get Starside by Alex Astor. Your girl has a lot of books to read, but I believe that I can do it, and I'm gonna finish this book this week. So I'll come back to you guys with another update. Welcome to my review of Beneath by Ariel Sullivan. I recently read Conform this year by her, which I do believe came out last year in 2025. That was her debut book. This is her second novel ever written. She is as she calls herself, a military brat. She had a military father. She moved around a lot, and that really comes out in this book. The main character, her name is Sasha. She goes through a lot of mental and emotional battles. She goes through a lot of overcoming things, a lot of just difficulties. This book is very heavy in grief and in trauma. So I would definitely say the first few chapters are very heavy, like very extremely heavy, to the point where I literally had nightmares. But the overall story and the progression of the story were beautiful. There was redemption topics, there was overcoming aspects, and overall it was truly a beautifully written novel. Ariel Sullivan is an incredible author, especially for her first two books. Her writing is exemplary. It really just catches you in. You want to keep going. All the characters are likable. You really just fall in love with them. You feel for them, and the found family in this book is just one for the books, for sure. Definitely lovable, and overall just a phenomenal story. So I really enjoyed this book. I will say the spice is not easily skippable. It's interwoven within chapters and interwoven within plot scenes, so it kind of like you lead up to it and you could tell, okay, I'm gonna skip right here, but finding where to stop skipping and go back into the story is a little bit difficult. So there was like, I think 2 or 3 major spice scenes that I skipped, but other than that, this book is 442 pages, and Ariel Sullivan is an incredible author. I do believe this is the start of its very own trilogy, which happens 200 years before the Conform trilogy. I would definitely recommend, if you're into dystopian romanticities, this was absolutely an excellently written book, and you can find a lot of things that could help you overcome your own monsters inside. So I hope you guys like this review, and I'll see you in the next video.